Hope you're doing well today. This is Adventist World Radio, the voice of hope. It is another awesome day that the Lord has made where we are going to learn more. Stay tuned to this New Life program. I'm your host, Tileno Diamo. Thank you for keeping it tuned to Adventist World Radio, the voice of hope. In our program lineup today, we have interesting items that will educate, inform, and entertain you. To start us off in our show today will be a topic on peptic ulcers by Sister Musavi Muteshi, then followed by a word from the Holy Book by Pastor Nyamwanda entitled The Noble Man. For now, let's take a break as we listen to some music. Stay tuned.
Only a boy named David, only a little sling.
Only a boy named David, but he could pray and sing.
Only a boy named David, only a little brook.
Only a boy named David, but 5 little stones he took.
And 1 little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round. And 1 little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round. And round and round and round and round and round and round and round.
And 1 little stone went up in the air,
and the giant came tumbling
and the giant came tumbling
down. And the giant
down.
came tumbling down, came tumbling down.
Only a boy named David,
only a boy named David,
only a little sling,
only a little sling.
only a boy named David,
only a boy named David,
he could pray and sing.
he could pray and sing.
Only a boy named David,
only a boy named David at a brook.
Only a boy named
3,
David,
4,
but
5 little stones he took. And 1 little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round. And 1 little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round. And round and round and round and round and round and round and round. And 1 little stone went up in the air,
and the giant came tumbling.
and the giant came tumbling.
And the giant came tumbling,
And the giant came tumbling, 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 tumbling.
Welcome back. Ulcers is a common word that we hear almost every day, but do we know what it means? An ulcer is a sore area on the outside or inside of your body which is very painful and may bleed or produce an unpleasant poisonous substance. Here is Sister Musavi as she is going to tell us more on peptic ulcers.
Hello, listener. Welcome to our program, Health Nuggets. I am your presenter, Musavi Muteshi. Our topic for today is peptic ulcers. Peptic ulcers are open sores that develop on the inside lining of our intestinal tract, our esophagus, our stomach, or upon the upper portion of our small intestine. For decades, ulcers were thought to be created when excess stress in our lives stimulated our stomach to produce too much acid, or when we ate foods that were too spicy or too acidy. Doctors now know that a bacterial infection and some types of medicines cause most ulcers to form, not stress or diet. The digestive tract is normally coated with a layer of mucus to protect its inner lining surface against the damage that acid can cause. Ulcers occur when that inner surface is damaged, so if the amount of acid we produce is increased or the amount of protective mucus is decreased, we are in danger of developing an ulcer. A burning, gnawing, or aching pain is the most common ulcer symptom. The pain may be felt anywhere from the belly button up to the breastbone, and it worsens as stomach acid comes into contact with the open sore. The pain typically worsens at night when the stomach is empty, and it can be temporarily lessened by eating foods that neutralize the acid or by taking acid-reducing medicines. Ulcer symptoms that are less common but more severe include the vomiting of blood, dark blood appearing in bowel movements, or bowel movements that are black or tarry. They may also be appetite changes, nausea with the vomiting of recently eaten foods, and unexplained weight loss. Scientists have identified a corkscrew-shaped bacterium called H. pylori as the organism that causes ulcers to form. This bacterium commonly lives and multiplies in the mucus layers that protects the inner lining of the intestinal tract. It often causes no problems, but it has the ability to at times destroy that mucus layer, inflame the inner lining surface, and create the ulcer-forming environment. It's not clear how the H. pylori bacterium spreads from one person to another. It may be spread by close personal contact, such as kissing, and people may also become infected with H. pylori through the food they eat and the water they drink. Ulcers are more common in older adults who take pain medicines frequently, and certain pain pills are known to irritate the inner lining of the intestinal tract. They are a less common cause of ulcer formation. Irritating medicines include aspirin, and such medicines as Advil, Motrin, and Aleve, which are available in many countries. These medicines to relieve pain should always be taken with meals or snacks to lessen their irritating effects. Not all pain pills are irritating. Tylenol, as an example, is not irritating. If you have been diagnosed with an ulcer, making sure your doctor knows this when prescribing any pain-relieving medicine for you. You also have an increased risk of forming ulcers if you drink alcohol or smoke tobacco products. Smokers are twice as likely to develop ulcers as compared to non-smokers. Both alcohol and the nicotine in cigarettes erodes the mucous lining of the intestinal tract while increasing the amount of acid that is produced. Left untreated, ulcers can lead to serious complications. They can bleed. The bleeding can either be a slow blood loss that leads to anemia or a severe blood loss that requires hospitalization or a blood transfusion. Ulcers can extend through the entire wall of your stomach or small intestine, putting you at risk of a serious infection in your abdomen. Scar tissues can also form, blocking the passage of food through the intestinal tract, causing bloating, vomiting, and weight loss. Treatment for ulcers currently involves taking a 2-week course of antibiotics to kill the H. pylori bacterium, medicines to relieve pain, and other medicines to reduce the level of acid produced by the stomach. If your peptic ulcer isn't caused by H. pylori, you won't need to take the antibiotics, but your doctor will recommend treatments for your specific situation. For instance, if pain relievers caused your ulcer, your doctor may recommend a different pain pill or a different dose. You may need a strong acid-reducing medicine to reduce the level of acid in your stomach produces, and you may need to take these medicines for 2 months or more. What can you do for yourself if you have developed the symptoms of an ulcer? Plant foods were created containing a substance called flavonoid. That substance discourages the growth of the H. pylori bacterium, and it can help heal an ulcer and relieve its symptoms. Foods that are high in flavonoids include onions, apples, celery, garlic, and cranberries. So, you may find relief from ulcer pain by eating a healthy diet full of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Also, stress doesn't cause ulcers, but it can be a contributing factor to its formation. The stress of such things as an emotionally disturbing circumstance or event, surgery, or a physical trauma such as a burn or other severe injury can make ulcer formation more likely. So, examine your life for the sources of your stress and do what you can to lessen the sources that are avoidable. Many people can then successfully cope with their unavoidable stress by exercising, spending time with friends, or by writing in a journal. Finally, if you smoke tobacco products or drink alcohol, stop. Treatment for ulcers is often successful, but if your symptoms are severe or if they continue despite active treatment, your doctor may recommend placing a small tube through your mouth and into your stomach and upper small intestine. This procedure will allow your doctor to view the lining of your esophagus, stomach, and the small intestine to rule out other possible causes for your symptoms. Health Nuggets is written by Dr. Richard Uckel, a medical doctor working in the United States. The medical views expressed in this program are his and may differ for your particular health needs. If you need medical advice, please consult a medical professional in your area. Thank you for listening.
Well, now you're in the know of causes and cures to peptic ulcers. To learn more on this or be able to participate in this program, send us your comments and thoughts to the producer, Adventist World Radio, PO Box 42276, code 00100, Nairobi, Kenya. Or you can find us on our email address, which is awrnairobi@eau.adventist.org.
Let us sing a song that will cheer us by the way. In a little while we're going home. For the night will end in the everlasting day. In a little while we're going home. In a little while, in a little while, we shall cross the billows foam. We shall meet at last when the stormy winds are past. In a little while we're going home. There's a rest beyond, there's relief from every care. In a little while we're going home, and no tears shall fall in that city bright and fair. In a little while we're going home. In a little while, in a little while, we shall cross the billows foam. We shall meet at last when the stormy winds are past. In a little while we're going home.
It is yet another opportune time that we invite Pastor Nyamwanda to feed us with the spiritual bread to nourish our souls and warm our hearts on the topic, the noble man. Stay tuned.
Hello, listener. We bring to you messages of hope and love. In John's Gospel, chapter 4, verse 47 to 53, we have this humble record. When he heard that Jesus had come out of Judea into Galilee, he went to him and was requesting him to come down and heal his son, for he was at the point of death. Jesus therefore said to him, "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you simply will not believe." The nobleman said to him, "Sir, come down before my child dies." Jesus said to him, "Go your way. Your son lives." The man believed the word that Jesus spoke to him, and he started off. And as he was now going down, his slaves met him, saying that his son was living. So he inquired of the hour when he began to get better. They said to him, "Yesterday, at the 7th hour, the fever left him." So the father knew that it was at that hour in which Jesus said to him, "Your son lives." And he himself believed, and his whole household. Here was a rich man, a noble man, probably a government official, and his son was sick. And when he heard that Jesus had come closer to where he was, he left his work that day, and he went to plead with Jesus. He went to request him to come to his house so that he can bring hope to him, so that he can restore his son who was at the verge of death. But Jesus told him, "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you simply will not believe. Why did Jesus go into argument? It's because when the nobleman left his house, he did not believe in Jesus. He gave a condition in his heart. If this man Jesus heals my son, then I will know that he is the Messiah, he is the Savior, he is the Lord of Lords and King of Kings. Notice that word, if. So when he came to Jesus, Jesus reminded him that you will not believe in me unless I do a miracle, unless I do a wonder, unless I heal your son, you will not believe. The nobleman's response shows us that he understood what Christ was saying. He said, Sir, as if he's saying, forgive me. Master, Lord, come down before my son dies. Please don't argue with me. Just help my unbelief. I now believe. And Jesus said, go down your way, your son lives. And the Bible confirms that this man believed. And instead of going to his home straight, he went some other places, went to his office, his business, and he got home the next day when he was reported that your son lives. And he simply inquired, what time was it yesterday? About 1 o'clock. And they knew that is the very time when Jesus said, your son lives. Yes, Christ can heal our diseases, and even beyond that, he can bring us back to life if we die. Listener, do you believe? Better believe it. It is true. This man believed. You and I can also believe, and if we do, we shall have everlasting life. May God bless you that you continue to believe, and Christ will heal all your diseases and give you a new life. In his name, amen.
We have now come to the end of our program today. Thank you for staying tuned and hope you have been blessed. Remember to send us your comments and thoughts to the producer, Adventist World Radio, P.O. Box 42276, code 00100, Nairobi, Kenya. Our email address is awrnairobi@eau.adventist.org. On behalf of the producer, I have been your presenter, Tileno Diambo.
Only a boy named David, only a little sling.
Only a boy named David, but he could pray and sing.
Only a boy named David, only a little brook.
Only a boy named David, but 5 little stones he took.
And 1 little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round. And 1 little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round, and round and round and round and round and round and round and round.
And 1 little stone went up in the air,
And the giant came tumbling
and the giant
down.
came tumbling
And the giant
down.
came tumbling down. Came tumbling down.
Only a boy named David,
Only a boy named David,
only a little sling.
only a little sling.
Only a boy named David,
Only a boy named
that he could
David,
pray and
he
sing.
could pray and sing.
Only a boy named David,
Only a boy named David
only a
at the brook.
Only a boy named
3,
David,
4,
but
5 little stones he took. And 1 little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round. And 1 little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round, and round and round and round and round and round and round and round. And 1 little stone went up in the air,
and the giant came tumbling.
And the giant came
And
tumbling.
the giant came tumbling,
And the giant came tumbling, 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 tumbling. Our Father in heaven is the source of life. Our Father in heaven is the source of life, the source of wisdom, the source of wisdom and of joy.
rain that gladdened and refreshed the earth, that gladdened and refreshed the hills and seas and plains. Oh, speak to us of the Creator's love. Oh, speak to us of the Creator's love. God is love, 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 God is love. God is love is written upon every opening bud, upon every spire of springing grass.
The lovely birds making the air vocal with their happy songs.
The delicately tinted flowers in their perfection, perfuming the air. The lofty trees of forest with their rich foliage of living green,
All testify to the tender fatherly care of our God. God is love, God is love, God is love, God is love, God is love.
Somebody's knocking at your door.
Somebody's knocking at your door.
Somebody's knocking at your door. Somebody's knocking at your door. Somebody's knocking at your door.
Knocking at your door,
Somebody's knocking at your door.
knocking at your door. Oh, sinner, why don't you answer? Somebody's knocking at your door.
Knocks like Jesus. Somebody's knocking at your door.
Knocks like Jesus, somebody's knocking at your door. Somebody's knocking at your door. Oh, sinner, why don't you answer? Somebody's knocking at your door.
Can't you hear him?
Somebody's knocking at your door. Can't you hear him?
Somebody's
somebody's knocking at your door.
Answer Jesus, somebody's knocking at your door.
Oh, sinner, why don't you answer? Somebody's knocking at your door.
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 Somebody's knocking at your door. Loo, 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 ah, loo, ah, loo, ah, loo.
Loo, ah, loo, ah, loo, ah, loo. Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to veil my face.
Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to fan my brow.
Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to fly away, so the devil won't do me no harm.
Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to veil my face.
Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to fan my brow.
Lord, I want
Two wings to fly away, so the devil won't do me no harm.
Did he come in the dew of the morning?
No. Did he come in the heat of the noon? No. Did he come in the cool of the evening? Yes, and he washed my sins away.
Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to veil my face.
Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to fan my brow.
Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to fly away, so the devil won't do me no harm.
Will he come as a shadow in the darkness?
No. Will he come as an angel of light? No. Will he come in the clouds of glory? Just to take his children away.
Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to veil my face.
Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to fan my brow.
Oh Lord, I want
Two wings to fly away, so the devil won't do me no